Judge ready? Timekeeper? I think we can all agree that when starting out in life, we would have liked some step-by-step instructions. Not just on things like what are taxes, or to always keep your window open going through the car wash, or never put tinfoil in the microwave, but things that we have to learn over time, like how to accept ourselves, what is love, and how to let go. Fortunately, we are given the opportunity to learn from others' mistakes before we are given the chance to make them ourselves. Shane Koyczan was generous enough to share some of his wisdom with us in his poem, How to Be a Person, by Shane Koyczan. Dedicated to Scott Sullivan, who strongly believed in the lessons that we can learn from others. How to be a person. 1. Find your voice. Know that not all languages contain words. Your voice could be music, it could be dance. It will be what expresses you most sincerely. Your voice is an art. If your heart is broken, make art with the pieces. 2. Remember that you are an artist. Regardless of how constantly the world will try to drive it out of you, or how a real job will try to bury the part of you that communicates your feelings when language fails, you are an artist. Whether it's with food or building robots, you will know your medium the instant you realize how in love you are with what it brings out of you. 3. Apologize. You will not always be right. You will not always be wrong, but you will hopefully always be learning. Atonement is a sacrifice of pride. An explanation of why you did what you did or said what you said will not vindicate you. If the cost to heal someone is only your pride, then apologize and be grateful that you received peace at such a bargain. 4. Forgive. Understand that some people are still learning. If forgiveness is not possible, then think of everything that you wanted to be forgiven for but weren't. Hold that uneasiness in your mind until you feel your desire for absolution becoming a wish. Know that you can grant that wish for others. If you are waiting for forgiveness, be prepared to wait. Be prepared to stand in the path of time and wither. Understand that forgiveness is difficult. Not all trespasses are equal, and not everyone will heal according to your schedule. 5. Accept that farting is funny. Granted, not always appropriate and sometimes unpleasant, but if you cannot laugh, if you are more offended by a fart than you are by war, famine, political corruption, deforestation, racism, sexism, classism, the wrongfully imprisoned, the treatment of women, the foreclosing of homes while banks' debts are forgiven, if a fart offends you more than any of this, then you are not a person and cannot be helped. Join a cult. Have some Kool-Aid. 6. Know that love is a vulnerability, but not a weakness. Love is a volunteer that raises its hand and steps forward without needing to be rewarded. Love is a currency that functions in reverse because the only way to get wealthy off of it is to give more of it away. 7. Do not laugh to fit in. Your laughter should be genuine, it should be honest. If there is no sincerity in your joy, then you will become a forgery that fools only yourself. 8. Do not fear to be hated. But be cautious towards those inhabited by hate. You will be hated. Regardless of who you are, what you say, or what you do, you will be hated for your successes and your failures, for good looks or bad looks, for intelligence or stupidity. Hate is the child of the hater, nurtured by the beliefs it has fed. You often will have no control over what you are hated for. Know that antipathy often becomes the master of its owner, and if you're going to be hated regardless of who you are, then you should be fearless enough to be who you want to be. Hate is no more eloquently articulated in the poetry of the expression, not your problem. 9. Try. The tiniest dream that you try to make happen is worth one, the biggest dream that you never attempt. 10. Be savagely thankful and continuously in awe over the power that you possess. You are alive in an endless cosmos with freedom that shines brightest in the dark. Choices. Your choices belong to you so intimately that they will never leave you. They, unlike the changing nature of love or the failing machinery of our bodies, will never abandon you to time. Good or bad, they will remain in you, an antique that shows the future, who you were and what you stood for. So know that what you choose to stand for is what will inform you of what you have chosen to stand against, so stand. Let each foot crash land into what you believe in and plant them there firmly so they may take root into your convictions and stand.